Hey guys, what's up? So this will be the first video that I make. I don't have a name for the channel yet or anything like that, and because it's not really that serious yet, it's just something I'm doing for fun. I don't really know what the channel is going to be for. I don't know what I'll put on the channel yet. I know I'm going to do workout routines, stuff like that, like I just recorded tonight, and I just got done doing that. That's why I'm still in my office. But that's primarily what it's going to start off as, is just like workout videos, just going over what I'm doing. I don't really want to dive too much into the nutritional aspect of it, just because I'm not 100% knowledgeable in that aspect of it. I know odd and end things, and I'm not even, the greatest person in the world to go to for workouts, but I've been doing it a pretty long time. I know generally what I'm talking about. I've got a lot of friends that ask me about just different things, different workout routines, stuff like that. Something you'll realize in the videos is I'm not very consistent as far as my sets and reps and stuff like that. It varies a lot. I pretty much just go with what I feel. I'm a strong believer in that. Go with what you feel as far as with the weights, different sets, reps, all that good stuff. And I'll get more into detail in it whenever I do like a voiceover for the video, which I'm going to try and do on this video. If I can't, obviously you'll find out because it'll follow this. But I just wanted to give a short introduction. Not going to make it too long, or I'm going to try not to. This is going to be the channel. Also, I want to get into challenges and stuff like that as far as different workout routines. If you know of a certain challenge or something like that, drop a comment below and put it in here. That way I can try to do it, and I'll try to record it, try to get somebody to record it for me if I can't. But I just want to have fun with this, as much fun as possible. It's working out. I really enjoy doing that. And so if you guys have any ideas on what you want me to do with the channel or anything like that, just let me know. But we'll go from there. Go with the first video. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start off with this. This is just the Smith machine shoulder press. And with this, you're just trying to get below 90 degrees with the angle of your arm. You're trying to get your elbow a little bit lower than your shoulders. Now, with this, you don't want to go too heavy. I always end up going a little bit heavier than I should. But with this movement, it's behind the head, so it's a little bit risky if you go too heavy. There's going to be a few clips of it with just the movement. That's what I'm trying to get here, just showing you exactly as far as form-wise. And you're also not going to go very fast. But this is the Smith machine behind the head shoulder press. On the next couple of clips, you'll notice that it'll speed up a bit. That way you're not just watching me work out or anything for too long. Now with this set, you're going to also see a failure. So I do this a couple of times during my workout just to make sure that I am actually going till failure, which is a really good thing. The next workout is going to be barbell overhead press. Overhead press is something that I've struggled with as far as strength. I've never really been great at it. So it's something I've been trying to work on a lot lately, especially because it's a good compound movement. Compound movement is just anything that's going to work multiple muscles at the same time. So I'm hitting shoulders today, and with this workout, you're going to see quite a few shoulder exercises, but this one's going to work a little bit more than just shoulders. The form on this movement is going to be, I'm going to dip my knees a little bit, and then I'm going to use that little bit of momentum I build just to press the bar overhead. I'm going to lock my elbows at the top. Now with this recording, it cuts off the top on some of the clips. I noticed that at the beginning, but either way, you can still see that the elbows lock out at the top. You'll notice I'm wearing a belt and I'm wearing the wrist wraps. Now in a later video, I'll probably get into different equipment that I use as far as safety. I use knee wraps, wrist wraps, grips sometimes if I have them, but I'll go into a video later on about all that. The next exercise is going to be seated front delt raises. Now this movement is probably a little bit too fast, but I am still getting full contraction at the top of the exercise. So I'm turning my wrists. I don't know if there's any benefit of doing that. I just felt more comfortable, and I feel like I can actually isolate my front delt a lot more whenever I turn my wrist at the top. And these videos actually aren't even in order. They're uploaded into categories as far as different exercises. So this weight's gonna be a little bit lighter than the actual last clip. But either way, the movement's going to be straight down, straight up. It's really simple. I sit down to do it, that way I'm not swinging too much, just to keep my back out of the movement. But we'll go ahead with the exercise. On to side delt raises. With these, I try to come all the way up. Now I'm not going to come up past my shoulders when I get to the top of the movement, but I try to make sure that I'm at least parallel with the line of my shoulders. You'll also notice that I'm not using a whole lot of weight. Now with shoulders especially, because you can injure them pretty easily. But you don't have to use a whole lot of weight on a lot of the different movements, especially with accessory exercises. But as long as you're getting a contraction at the top of the movement, that's all you have to worry about. Rear delt flies. So this is obviously, you can tell by the name, going to work your rear delts, but you're going to again want to come parallel with the line of your back. And I'm not bringing my hands all the way together because I don't want to completely rest at the bottom, but you do see that I rest a little bit. You're going to want to work the negative just as much as the positive. When I say negative, I mean the way back down. So when you lift it all the way up, you have to actually keep contraction on the way back down, so don't just let the weight drop to the floor. Then we come on to dumbbell shrugs. With this, I usually prefer to use a barbell, but as you can see in the mirror there was somebody in the squat rack, so I couldn't use a barbell. Either way, with dumbbells, you're still going to want to get the same movement as far as squeeze at the top and do a slight pause. I bend my elbows a little bit when I use the dumbbells just to get a little bit more tension in the upper shrugs, and you're going to see a couple different angles here as far as doing the shrugs, and I didn't know if there's any benefit to that, but I didn't want to just restrict it to the same motion. It kind of does benefit here because you kind of get to see my shoulders go back. I always try to pinch them together at the top, but that's going to be the dumbbell shrug. Dumbbell press. I wanted to finish with an overhead press of some kind just because my shoulders would be exhausted at this point, and I wanted to kind of finish strong. With the dumbbell press, it's the exact same as if you're using a barbell. You want to make sure your elbows come deep, and then you're locking your elbows out at the top. I see a lot of people do half reps as far as not locking their elbows at the top. Sometimes if you're working for time under tension, that's going to be a good thing, but I like to lock my elbows out on every move. And that is it for shoulder day. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking around to the end. If you know of anything you want me to do or try, any workout routines you know of that you want me to try, just leave a comment below, or you could just text me, reach me on Facebook if you're my friend, anything like that. Also, probably put more effort into this video than I should have, but a lot of time and effort did go into this. If you could like it or subscribe, that'd be awesome. Alright, thanks guys.